Last chance for reckless driver, State Road 60, Starwood Valley.
351.
For approximately 10 minutes.
Second truck. Hold on, trailer. Always clear. What's your name?
Yes, I got him, Sam. First off, this is Christmas Eve here in southern Indiana. Time is 6:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. First off, I want to give a big shout out for my country's #1 subscriber and watch videos this week, India. Hi, India. God bless you. I showed you those disposable gloves in my safety kit.
1028.
Well,
Stand by. It's obstructed.
you have a great Christmas Eve, and when you wake up, your kids will wake you up early. So come on, Dad or Grandpa, it's time to go open up the Christmas presents. People, since it is Christmas Eve, I hate to do this, but Tom Cartwright at Post Office Box 1, Charlestown, Indiana, zip code 47111. PayPal is Thomas Cartwright Sr., SR for Senior. Cash App is the $ Tom Cartwright 4375. Well, I guess I should, but I guess I should. Right now, people on TV, I don't know what channel it would be on, maybe a movie channel, but it's on here where I'm at 58.4, Shirley Temple, if you like Shirley Temple. Hey, I've been called that all the time growing up. Cartwheel, caught wrong. You know, I've always caught will, caught wrong. But my illegal name is Tom Cartwright, since I was a black market adoption, which you all know what that is. Illegal adoption, that's me. Thank you, Austin. Merry Christmas to you. I'm from Indiana. About 19 to 27 miles north of Louisville, Kentucky. If you follow a map of Indiana of I-65, I'm between the 19 and the 27 mile marker. You all gonna wake up with Christmas presents? Yes, Yoakum. Yeah, I see you. Yes, I got my socks on. Well, I have to look for them. You know, you get my age of 70 plus years old, I put things up and I can't find it. It happens all the time. I got a little battery charger for the batteries that go with my GoPro. I can't find that. I don't know where it went to. But people, Christmas is a bad time for me. Since my dad died in 92, April of 92, my mother passed away February of 16 or 17. I ain't really had a good Christmas since they passed away. I don't get any presents at Christmas time. That's how come I threw my post office box, my PayPal account, and my Cash App. I did treat myself to a Christmas present. I went to Scottsburg Subway, hoping that good-looking girl was there. She wasn't looking, but there's some other girls, but not the one I wanted to see. And, well, I get any Christmas presents from my brother. The answer is no. He's a SOB. I've told you the story about my brother. I done the video, showed you where he lived. He didn't go by mom and dad's will. He sold a life insurance policy that was made out to me as beneficiary, which him and Dale Robertson, a State Farm, I guess made it out to him. Since I'm not dead, that's one thing I hate about State Farm here in the United States. They crook it. Good evening, RM. I hope you have a good Christmas with your loved ones. I hope you all have a good Christmas. I did fix a ham in the new stove. It took a week to get since the HD screwed up and they didn't do what the Lincoln stove, that's just the initial of the stove, Lincoln. They told me and my son to tell HD to call them. They sent a repairman out. Well, you saw the videos on that. Well, HD showed up with very nice people. I guess because of my videos, HD didn't like the negative comments. But they put the new cord on. I said, you going to take the new cord off of the other one and put it on? I said, no, we just put a new one. And I pointed out this copper piece. I showed them there, I guess that'd be on Bug 2, where the other guy bent it and took it off, which is a copper grounding thing. So that could have been why the control panel didn't work, or it shorted it out. I don't know. I'm not a stove technician. Well, my son tried a pizza, When you get a new stove, you have to play with it because you're used to the temperature on your other stove and the time limit. He first tried 10 minutes and it didn't melt the cheese, so he added maybe 4 minutes to it. Everything was okay, but he forgot one thing. Yee-hoo! Hi, dude. Good Merry Christmas, my friend. I want to tell you a joke. This is a true story. You know New Year's Eve is coming up. I was in the barbershop. This is a true story, people. It happened in a barbershop in Charlestown, Indiana. This guy was getting his hair cut. He was an alcoholic. And this barber, let's call him Jack. I said Jack Menz. He's also a school bus driver. Him and his wife are school bus drivers.
the male and female were on
And Jack asked this guy, this is a true story. He said, I forget the guy's name, said, you gonna go out tonight and celebrate New Year's Eve? He said, no. He said, why not? He said, because it's amateur night. You got all the amateurs out there. People, there is truth to it.
Did also say that she was going to.
But I want to warn you people, anywhere, I guess in the United States, I don't know if it's in India, China, or where, if they do like we do here in the United States, they look for drunk drivers. If you get caught, people, after I warn you, and they warn you on your TV channel, do not go out drinking because they setting up roadblocks. If you're going to have a party at your house, you got people coming over, take the keys away from them and put them up, let them sleep the night instead of driving home drunk. You know, that's good advice, people. You know, I used to go out New Year's Eve or have a party at my house and people would come over, take the keys away and all this. And you see me on a road trip and I go past this motel on Highway 31 between Henryville and Salisbury called the Avalon Motel. Well, me and my girlfriend and another guy and his girlfriend, we all ended up getting married after that. And we got to the motel, the Avalon Motel, here in Clark County, Indiana, on 31. Now those is apartments. Man, I don't know if I can even get him on. You know, I don't, like I said, Sam, I can't find the box. I usually keep everything up there on my table where I used to have my laptop until it blew up. Maybe next time. I can't promise you. But I will come live again. Let's see, 25th is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I will be live Saturday. What time Saturday? I don't know. It might be 30 minutes. It might be 6 hours. Because it's my birthday Saturday.
13 folder, 27. I'll have a couple more.
I hate to be alone on my birthday. I know I got these cats here.
25-7, just to confirm.
They're my therapy animals.
Soft drink.
And as you know, I lost Mama Blackie.
All over her person, on her glasses, all over
And
her
I buried her. She's an outside cat. She's probably 8 to 10 years old. I got 4 of her daughters outside. January, LB, Pretty Girl, and Boots. That's her 4 daughters, plus Mama Blackie's grandkids.
33.
But January and LB usually stays in the yard because there's always food. They got a place to get out of the weather. They got heat. They got a heat lamp on the porch. I got a curtain up or a tarp up on half of the porch. I probably put the rest of the tarp up. But what I like to have for Christmas is some Christmas presents. That's how come I threw my post office box, my PayPal account, in my Cash App. I won't get anything from my brother and his girlfriend, wife, whatever they are. I know they was married, then they got a divorce. If they ever got married again, I don't know. My son fixed tacos last night. You could say that's a Christmas present. I just got done eating a bag of popcorn. There's Wildcat and Inside Blackie. Inside Blackie's not like Mama Blackie. She never did have any babies. She got short hair, while Mama Blackie had long hair. And during the wintertime, Mama Blackie always went to her mama, her master, and stayed maybe 5 or 6 days. Then she would come over here and eat. Then she would go back. It might be a few days or a week. But she was gone for 2 days because her mama, her master, hasn't lived there for about maybe 2 years. Got 2 empty houses. I say one house is close to my mailbox. Probably got poison and food in there because raccoons and groundhog goes in there and probably other strange animals. I wouldn't bet 2-1 Mama Cat went over there and got a hold of some poison. When she came home Thursday, for supper, I let her in, but she walked like she was drunk. And she did eat some canned food, some tuna fish, some sardines, drank some water, drank some milk. Then she went to sleep in the bathroom. You saw the clothes basket. She was in there. Then John Wayne, the yellow tomcat, got in there and sleep. Right now, John Wayne is all alone. And I knew Mama Blackie was going to die. That makes 3 cats that died this month. That's one of the people I don't like, don't have money. I feel like I let my cats down, outside and inside cats. The cats eat better than me. I make sure they eat first before I do. I drink milk before they do, but they drink, I got about, I guess, a 2-quart pitcher. I fill that up so far, maybe about 2 inches from the top. Then I put milk in it. Merry Christmas to you too, Upstate News. Hey, people, I don't know if you have watched TikTok or been on X. In January, about the 19th, I believe, our government is shutting it down here in the United States because they cannot control what they say on TikTok. President Trump came on TikTok, if you can find it. It might be on X, I don't know. I'm looking for it later on, but Trump said he is going to save TikTok. Certain groups out there, First Amendment don't count. If you make a bad comment on Facebook, about a Democrat, they flag you or put you on probation. That's violation of First Amendment. Sometimes YouTube does it, but not that much. But if you all go back on TikTok, I forget what country, it wasn't here in the United States, I forget what country there was either a war or a riot or people got killed. The news media here in the United States wouldn't cover it. Facebook wouldn't cover it. But TikTok did. When TikTok did it, cover whatever country it was, then the United States news media picked it up. That's why our government don't want TikTok on here, because they can't control it. They can't control it. Because our government don't want we to know anything going on, to keep it hush-hush. That's how come our government trying to shut TikTok down by, I think the deadline is January the 19th. Trump don't get president until the 20th. Oh, he gets sworn in the night before, so, and the vice president. Then they come on the stage on the 20th and get sworn in again. But I want to thank you all. If you subscribe to my channel and I get an email or you make a comment where I see it later, I will subscribe to you. A bunch of you, I have subscribed to you. I want you all to have a good Christmas. If you believe in Christmas, it's okay. If you don't, that's okay. I kind of hate Christmas because when my birthday is, it's about 3 days after Christmas. When I was a kid, I always got my birthday presents on Christmas. I got a nephew. He was born on the 27th of December, 2 days after Christmas. But your people is born on Christmas Day when Jesus Christ was born. You are a very special child or adult.
To my Colonel Bishop at Peach Blossom.
You're special. You were born on Jesus' birthday.
Change that to a domestic disturbance instead of a criminal mischief, please.
Whatever country you're from. Oh, hello there, Indonesia. Is that part of India? Cause I was looking on my YouTube, there's a couple of places you can go, which, if I was on a computer, then I could look on my cell phone. Said my week video, the most, people that watch my videos, it showed it was from India. I want to thank those people of India. I know I'm nobody important. I'm just a 70-year-old man, single, live in Indiana in the USA, in the country, love kitty cats, don't have a girlfriend. I got my son living with me because he got burnt out of his house a few years ago. Almost died in the fire. But this time of year, people, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, they're lonely. They're sad. Because they either lost a family member or somebody, and they're not there at Christmas. Lost a husband, a wife, son, daughter, mother, father, grandpa. It's lonely without them. That's how it is for me, people. Without my mother and father, it's a bad Christmas. No, it's lonely. My cats spend time with me because, dogs, cats, what kind of animals you got in your house or out on your property, if it's goats or horses or donkeys, they know when you don't feel good. They comfort you. But what else is this old man going to do? I got nothing to do. My laptop blowed up. I don't have the money to get one. And I want to thank all you people on Twitch that teach me about computers. And everybody said I need a gaming computer. They got a good graphics card. They got 2 gigabytes to 4 gigabytes. And they said, Tom, the cheapest way to go is get your desktop. You're going to have to get your keyboard. That's true. But you need cards in there where you can hook an HDMI to it and run the cord from your desktop over to my TV. Maybe a Wi-Fi board where it pick the Wi-Fi up, or the, Cat 9, Cat 10, which is what, a R45, I'm guessing, where I can plug it into a desktop to the router without using Wi-Fi, because right now the TV is using Wi-Fi. Well, right now it's using an outside antenna for the local stations. My cell phone is using Wi-Fi. Then my son is using the Wi-Fi. It cuts your megabytes or whatever down. Sam, I try the next time. I gotta look for it. I would put one glove on if I can fit in it. You know how in these emergency kits, they're usually small. They're not large or extra large. I got extra large hands. Hello, Java. I'm doing pretty good here in Indiana in the USA. And I ate at Subway today. Got me, I guess you call it a boss with the meatballs and stuff. That was my own Christmas present to me. Like I need a hole in the head because of my diabetes and high blood pressure, the salt and stuff like that. Maryland, I've been to Maryland a few times back in my younger days, driving those 18-wheelers, which I don't drive anymore. It got to the point my nerves wouldn't take it. If you all see truck drivers, you see they go through a lot. I'm gonna give you all a YouTube channel, JBG Travelers, Johnny B. Good, JBG Travelers. He's a truck driver. Well, you didn't have that many automobiles around. Some of your Smokey the Bears was a-holes. But the people, they was kind of nice. And if you have a furniture store, well, when I had my own truck, I used to deliver furniture to stores, even office equipment, which came from Jasper, Indiana. Then I drove for, I think it was Transmedic, hauling plasma. We go from east to west, and north and south, and we went all directions when we picked up plasma in that reefer trailer, which is about 30 degrees below zero. It was cold. It had to keep the plasma frozen, just like the blood bank. If you know anybody that works in the blood bank, they put their plasma in the cooler, in the big cooler, which you seen some of those coolers that got those knobs that you hit in case you get locked in. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. There's a couple of me and my other driver, we tried pushing on it, it was frozen. We beat on that door like crazy. It was cold. It was at a blood bank. I forget what state it is. So you all might want to look at LBG Travelers. Johnny B. Good. JBG. Johnny B. Good. That's how I remember it. I think he's from the Philippines, but he lives here in the United States, his wife and kids. I've been watching him for a couple of years. I also, if you're in California, people, or you watch RD on the Scene and Kern County Crime Watchers and the other Bakersfield YouTubers, like, they show wrecks, house fires, where you won't see it. Well, my a-hole brother worked at Ford in Louisville, Kentucky, the a-hole. The only thing I don't like, I know since you work at Chrysler, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's probably in your union contract that you don't have to pay for your lawyers. I think all car manufacturers, Ford, Chrysler, GM, and all them, Toyota, they should pay at least 30 or 40% while they work at Ford. When they retire, they should pay 50% of their attorney fees. That's only my opinion. I know it's hard work working in those factories. But when you got a janitor sweeping the floor for $40 to $50 an hour, which I think that's kind of high for sweeping the floor. Heck, I would do that for $50 an hour, but I can't do it because of my arthritis and my heart problems. I can't do that. That's how come if you watch some videos, I showed you videos about my yard. I got about an acre of ground. When I first bought this house, I had a brand new lawnmower, but had a heart attack before I bought this house. and doctor says, no push mower, no weed eating, no chainsaw. I've told people I need a riding lawnmower. And my neighbor, he goes to the YMCA, that this guy was giving a John Deere tractor away because it was his mother's. He decided to buy his mother a new John Deere tractor. She was in her 90s, people, still cutting grass in her 90s. Well, when she died, people, he sold that brand new John Deere for $400. I could have got the money together. If I have to call my friend up or text my friend, see if I can borrow $400 to buy a new lawnmower, but a new lawnmower is over $2,000. When I cut my grass, since my Troy belt, I showed you all my Troy belt, it was over 10 years old when I got it, and I had to spend about $500 on it. But thanks to the government, had a stimulus check. That helped out. And I got it repaired. It got to the point, the deck was all screwed up. The only thing I can use that Troy belt for is hook the trailer up to it, haul dirt, or go around and pick up tree limbs. That's all I can do with it. Can't cut grass. People, when I do push the mower, I cut for 10 minutes and I take a break. Maybe a couple hours break because of my heart problems. The only thing I'm mad about Chrysler right now are police cars here in Indiana. State police cars is those Dodge Chargers. I guess 24 is the last year of Dodge Chargers. Well, Indiana State got some Dodge Durangos, the SUV. Guess what, people? They're junk. I showed you videos months ago from the news stations about the Indiana State Police car breaking down. I think it have something to do with the oil cooler or something. And they had about 500 of them. I think they were 23s, I think. Which they got a big parking lot in Indianapolis up there by the police academy where they keep them, and when a rookie officer gets off of their training detail, then they go to Indianapolis and pick their unit up. But what I've been told, they still having problems with those Dodge Durangos. I know they put them through more than we as civilians. We don't idle like they do. We don't drive fast like they do. But we still got some of the same things that they got on those police package. How long would it take for you and me if we had a Dodge Durango or 22, 23 year before it start having the problems? It'd be out of warranty. Then they will charge us to fix their problem. For what I know, my friends at the state police, which I can't name them, because I won't get no more information, that they still having problems with those Dodge Durangos. And Chrysler or Dodge, kind of to me, give them the runaround. But to me, an SUV is not made for a pursuit vehicle. I watch, there's a police pursuits on YouTube. I think it's New Jersey or Pennsylvania. I think it's Pennsylvania. They got what they call troop territory, like F Troop. I guess it's Pennsylvania. And I wouldn't want to do anything bad in that state. They go to pull over people, they pull over. What them a-holes do, they take off. Because either their driver's license expired or they had a warrant. People, I'm educating you because of my age. You get more charges when you take off from them. It's best to take your medicine right there and then, instead of going out there and running from them. I know you all going to do it anyway, so why I'm talking to you. If any of you watch my... Yeah. But people, back, let me see, in the 70s, yeah, I had a 73 Monte Carlo. You could buy cars like that back there then. I bought a Chevy 73 Monte Carlo with a police package on it. It registered 160, 180, something like it. It'd do every bit of it. I guarantee you, it'd do over 180. It had a police package on it. It didn't have the spotlights or the lights or siren. It just had the police package. Just like a regular police cars. I think the Indiana State Police had, I guess, Mercury's. And between Charlestown and Jeffersonville on Highway 62, there used to be a state police post, which is District 45, which was next door to a church. Well, I haven't had that Monte Carlo. I think I had maybe 800 miles on it. It's 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. So I decide, I turn off of Highway 3 heading westbound on 62. Pedal to the metal. I was up to 180. This is no lie. I said, well, I got to slow down before I get to the state police post. So I slowed down, got in the fast lane, made a U-turn, but at that time I saw in my rear view mirror the little red bubblegum machine. This is a true story. And I just pulled over and waited on this cop. And he was in a Mercury. I think it's what they had back there then. Yeah, it was a Mercury, I believe. I could be wrong. And he said, you know how fast you're going? I said, tell me. I recognize it. His name is Steve. He's down there in Florida. He got to be a a-hole cop to me.
You're gonna have to spell my first name.
So he wrote me a ticket doing 95 in the 65-mile zone. That's what the speed limit was back there then. Now it's 45. So I told Dad, I said, I wasn't going that fast. I said, he lied on the ticket. So Dad called down there at the Salzburg Post there on Highway 62, just right outside of Charlestown, past the 4-H fair. And we had a meeting either with the first sergeant or the lieutenant. I can't remember. And I showed him the ticket. That shows who the cop is. I said, I want to say his name was either Sergeant White or Lieutenant White. I'm not sure. I'm thinking that's who it was. I said, sir, he lied on this ticket. If I plead not guilty and take it to court, and he says I was doing 95 in the 65-mile zone, they going to get him for perjury because I was going faster at 95 miles an hour. He said, how fast? I said, go ask him. He came back, give you a ticket. He had a copy of the ticket that trooper wrote. He said, what kind of car you got? I said, it tells me I got a 73 Monte Carlo with a 350 engine 4-barrel. But I didn't tell him it was a police package setup. See? But they did drop it. I wasn't a good boy growing up. I was a typical bad boy growing up. Alcohol, drugs, blotter acid, and ladies. I got a bunch of kids out there. And some of the kids' mother is dead. I know at least 2 mothers that passed away. But I'm not perfect. People, when you get older, you change your ways a little bit, or you should. When you get old, you put more faith into God. Hey, there's some I drove a 454. Used to drive those Super Sport, Chevelle Super Sport, 67. 66, 67. I'm trying to think the one that had the big lights, I guess maybe 69 with the 454. The only thing I didn't like about Chevy, they had those, I guess you call it a Muncie shifter, had the T thing. Every time you go to hot rod it, it locks up in between gears and you got to stop, crawl underneath it, and knock it out of the gear. I've done that quite a few times. Then I had a Z28. Had a big cam in it, had headers, 4 speeds. It would fly. It would fly. I want to say maybe 68, 69, I think. Yeah, I didn't wreck none of my hot rods. But people back there then, you could hot rod. Where there's a hospital, well, it's been shut down for over 4 years in Charlestown. That used to be a drag strip. It's on Highway 3. Could be. Then you see me come out on Highway 403 between Charlestown and Sellersburg. That was a drag strip right there by Stony Point and Bethany Road, I believe it's called. And on Highway 62, about what they call Gate 19, you see the road work they done. That was the drag strip. And you see me coming from New Washington down in the bottoms. That was the drag strip. And you saw me come across Highway 362 between Marysville and New Washington. That was the drag strip. That was back in the olden days, people, back in the 60s and 70s. You know, gasoline was cheap. Tars about $25, $30 a piece. Slicks was cheaper. Now look what it costs to buy tars for your car or slicks. You know, I got to buy me some new tars. I got to do some work on my car, which I don't have the money. But I guess I'm going to have to call my old friend, see if him and Donnie can work on it and put some brakes on it, front brakes on it. But every once in a while, I hear metal run, but it's not all the time. That tells me my brakes is getting a little bad. It could have got dust on it. I don't know, But usually when brakes goes bad, people, you hear sounds on your car like maybe metal rubbing, something like that. That's a sign for you to go have your brakes checked out. Take it to somebody that won't put the shaft to you and lie to you, that you know. They might say they put a new rotor on and don't do it. Or they say they turn your rotor. It'd be nice if you can watch them. People will mess with you on your cars. Keep your oil changed. If you got grease fittings on your car, grease fitting your ball joints and tie rods and so on. Check your transmission. Like on my stupid car, there's no dipstick to check your transmission. You have to take it to a dealer. See? They make it hard for us to work on our own cars. So, you know, this is about Christmas, people. And I know there's people that don't have anybody on Christmas or won't get anything for Christmas. You all know people here on YouTube or your neighbors. Take them a good Christmas dinner. If it's a guy, take him a pair of socks. You know, like I say, I don't expect to get anything from my kids. Well, my son, he did cook tacos last night. You could say that's a Christmas present. I know it's not a gift. Adam Lincoln, David, Robert, Ida, David, George, Edward, Christine, Christina. But you got to do stuff for your heart and what God wants you to do. And see, this is Tuesday. I wonder what's on TV on Tuesday. I know Monday nights NCIS at 9 o'clock. Then the new NCIS at 10 o'clock with supposedly when Gibbs was young. I kind of like that. But I like to watching those shows. Right now, I'm watching Shirley Temple. You all remember the child actress back in the, 40s, 40s? I think she was in Congress or Senate. And this one, she's kind of like not her dad's in the army or something, and they threw her up in the attic in old clothes, this and that, treat her bad. And Shirley Temple decided to go to the hospital, search for her dad. One day, Violet Omega, I don't know what NXCA, all that means. I don't know what that means. Oh, okay. I'll be glad to be in your family. You must be kin to Marcus. With Tino, I tell you something. I never dated a Mexican woman. I've never dated a Mexican woman. My sister told me she dated some Mexican men. She got 1, 2, 3 Mexican children. I think Pedro was the father. I forget the other Mexican guy she was with. And my sister told me, said, Tom, you need to find you a good Mexican woman. But you don't want to get a Mexican woman here in the United States. That's good. I'm proud of you. You doing pretty good, my friend. I would love to date a good-looking Spanish woman on the skinny side. What do I classify skinny? Not a beanpole. A beanpole is skinny. A little meat. Up here, maybe, let's see, golf balls, eggs, tennis balls, or hard balls. No heads, apples, cantaloupe, or watermelon.
Blue eyes that twinkle, and a rosy red nose. His belly is known to jiggle like a bowl full of jelly. The subject is driving an unregistered vehicle with improper lighting, including no headlight or tail lights, and appears to have a glowing red nose.
Oh, they're talking. Listen to that.
Information has been gathered that this subject is engaging in interstate transport of wild animals in violation of the Lacey Act. It is unknown if he carries proper permits. Be advised, the driver may be intoxicated, as he was last heard yelling, "Ho, ho, ho," as a greeting. If located, please notify the Indiana Conservation Officers Central Dispatch Center. This concludes this attempt to locate. Authority ICO Dispatch 1901.
Now let me turn that back down. That was a DNR people, your conservation officer putting the dispatch out for Santa Claus. He might be drunk and this and that, no driver's license, That's what police departments, I know in Indiana and other places, does. I want to say Merry Christmas to you, my friend. I adopt you as a family member because, but I like to have a girlfriend for Christmas. I don't care about the 3-letter word, just company. I know right now if I had a lady come tonight, I'd be in the doghouse. I can only do so much work because of my health problems. I do little by little. I sweep the floor out. I clean the cat boxes out. I spray poison behind the ice box, behind the stove, dishwasher, not dishwasher, the dryer and the washing machine. I don't have a dishwasher. That way the kitty cats can't get back there. I spray for roaches and fleas. These cats don't go outside. I wish I could speak Spanish. Okay, maybe I was slowed down, Because sometimes I can understand Spanish if they go slow. Back in elementary school, people, we had what they call PBS TV station, Public Broadcast Service. Okay, I've slowed down a little bit. That's one thing I wish YouTube will have on their YouTube channel, where if you watching me, you can translate it to your language. Like on here, if I'm watching you and you comment, I wish there's a way to English. So anybody on YouTube, what do you think of that idea? That's a good idea, people, where you can translate it to their language or their language to my language or whatever. I like to see that. But I try to do my best, Valor Omega. I tried my best. I slowed down. But Marcus, he's in Brazil. I forget what Marcus's last name is, but he's in Brazil. He comes on here where he can learn English. And he does speak Spanish. But, he's learning. Maybe for Omega, maybe I need a Mexican señorita. Maybe I need a Mexican señorita, but not a puta. I was taught that some words one time. I knew this Mexican lady. She was from Mexico. I asked her, what does puto and a few other words mean? She said, bad word, bad word, bad word. Now I know what this Mexican was teaching me. Get the heck beat out of them, bam, 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 bam. But I want to thank you all. It's Christmas time. No matter what country you live in, everybody has Christmas if they don't believe. Maybe some of you don't believe in Christmas. But, some of you is named after Jesus. Or I guess you call it Jesse instead of Jesus. Or you spell it the same way as Jesus. Hey, Von Omega. I know back in my younger days, during the Vietnam War, they had little books, translator from English to Vietnamese, Vietnamese to English. I wonder if they got something like that for Spanish to English. I know you can buy something like a hearing aid. I've seen them advertised. It translates in 150 different languages. That'd be nice. Maybe I should look for a Mexican skinny lady, Santorita. A good-looking Mexican Santorita. But I'm here in Indiana in the USA. And my sister told me, said, if you're going to get you a Mexican Santorita, you have to go to Mexico. I don't have the money. I haven't seen that many Mexican ladies where I live. I don't get out that much because money, I don't have that much money. I'm on what you call a fixed income. Uno month pay. I get paid one time a month. Uno. I know that's one. In a month. I get paid once a month. I make a house payment, electric bill, water bill, cell phone bill, cell phone insurance, car insurance, and a couple other bills. I only buy what I have to. There's things I love to have, people. But it's Christmas time. I like to see Santa Claus fly over and drop off some stuff. And, that'd be nice. People, if you rewind my video, you see where I gave you my post office box, my PayPal account, and my Cash App. You know, like you can do PayPal now. You can do Cash App now. Post office, it take about 14 to 30 days to get here. You might pay for overnight, it don't get here. And but people, don't forget, God wants you to help people out. If you can help them out a little bit. There's people all over the planet, in Mexico, Spain, Italy, India, that don't probably have anything. If you can help people out, God will reward you somehow. Don't ask me how, but it's up to God. He will reward you somehow. But I want you all to have a good Christmas. If you can, help people out. You know, I know you all don't live close to me. I like to get some Christmas presents. That's okay. I like to have a girlfriend. You know, a skinny one. No alcohol or drugs. No smoking. Have a job. Have her own car. No kids yet. You know, am I too old to make kids? I don't think so. But that'd be between the woman and the guy. Maybe she don't want kids. But I want you all to have a good Christmas. Don't get mad, people, because you won't get what you want. Maybe Santa Claus is out of it. But don't give up on yourself. Keep fighting. You can be whoever you want to be. You can be the president or a governor or a general. You can be anybody you want. I got faith in you just like God has. Do not give up on yourself. Because I know you all can do it. Valley Omega, English takes a while to learn if you're not used to it.
R600 or whoever has the audible.
If you got TV where you're at, and they got English TV shows you can watch. Some of them got, I guess, SAP, where it will show your language while they speak English. But Valley Omega, you can do it. Don't give up. You know, it's a process. Even when I was a baby, it was a process to learn. Especially when you had doggies and kitty cats around here, you hear them meowing and going woof, 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 and you trying to learn how to speak dog or you learn to speak kitty cats. So,
It's code 3124 Morning Drive, 124 Morning Drive in Austin for
But-
a 59-year-old female.
but you all heard the dispatch they put out on the police radio about Santa Claus. They do that all night long. You know, that was a state DNR that put it out. Next thing you know, Indiana State Police would do it. Then the counties would do it. In Kentucky, I don't know about those. 'Cause I'm about 20 miles north of Louisville, Kentucky, and I can't pick up LMPD unless I'm about 5 miles away. Then I can pick them up. But on the inside antenna, it's kind of impossible. But I want you all to have a good Christmas and a Happy New Year. I want to tell you this joke. That get you people thinking about New Year's Eve. This is a true story. This guy came in the barbershop to get his hair cut, which he is a drunk. He loves drinking alcohol. Now, let's call the barber Jack. Jack said, so-and-so, you going out to drink tonight? He said, no. I said, why not? Jack asked him. He says, Jack, it's amateur night. All the amateurs will be out there. What's the moral to this story? Stay at home. Don't drink and drive. Here in the United States, people, cops is going to nail you. They're going to nail you for drinking and driving. So if you have a party at your house, you got people over, take the keys away from them. Put them up. Tell them they can't leave until the morning when they sober up. Then you can give them the keys back. That's good PR, people. I'm trying to educate you where you won't get in a car wreck. You won't kill somebody's family. You won't kill yourself, and your family won't be without a daddy or a mother. Your kids won't have a mommy and daddy. You know, that's the bad things about holidays. Be careful. Just be careful. Think of people that will not have a good Christmas, like me. I know you are too far away. You can't help me out for Christmas. You know, like the Cash App, PayPal, and my post office box. That's the only way. And I know some of you live close to me. I know some police officer, Smokey the Bears 5-0, watch this YouTube channel. Especially when I'm out there doing a live stream in my automobile. In case they see something on my video of maybe a person that's walking or driving a certain car, they watch my videos. They do that in Bakersfield, California. You'd be surprised how many 5-0 Smokey the Bears that watch live streamers.
The patient's on.
Oh. But I want to thank you all very much. Here's something that's free, people. It don't cost you anything. Hit the bell. Hit the bell and get all notifications. It's free. It's free. It don't cost you anything. It's not a scam. I'm being honest. That's what this channel is about. Sometimes I get lucky on a car wreck or a house fire. I do get lucky sometimes. I've been to 2 car wrecks and an Uno house fire. Well, the house fire is mostly smoke damage. So I tried my best. Oh, my arms are hurting. My arthritis is hurting. I didn't take my medicine today. And I tried my best. You know, I don't give up. It's just like you people. Don't you give up. I know this time of the year, people's upset. They're lonely. They got nobody to talk to. I've talked to a person, I'm going to say what day it is. They have tried to go, but, you know, I like to talk to people. If I can help one of you, or you share the video to your friends, if it helps them, I know I've done God's work by helping you all. And that's what I like to do, is help you all. I can't seem to hit the lotto, but God got something planned for me, but what, I don't know. Money will help people. If I can hit the lotto, I can get me a better vehicle, do some work on my house. Oh, my arthritis is killing me. Oh. But who's back there? It's either Margaret or Alex. Alex! Which one are you? Hey, look up. I think it's Mark. It looks like Alex. I got to look close at the neckline.
Can you advise what room number?
People, I'm going to show you a few seconds of Little Princess. No, that's not one of them. Oh. See, there's a Little Princess.
Can you guess the room number?
You know, if you like Shirley Temple, I'm sorry, it's way out there. But I don't see how people could be on here for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. You know. It'd be better if I had a computer, then I wouldn't be laying down. Look at here. Look at these. There's Wildcat and Blackie. This is Blackie. This is Wildcat. That's Blackie's mother. Because the reason I call Wildcat Wildcat, when it was a baby and I was going for my walk, I heard a little meow. I go, meow. So come here, baby. And it came out Wildcat. But got the markings. I thought of a wildcat, you know, not a tiger, maybe a bobcat. But bobcats got their short little tails. But maybe she was part of the bobcat's family. Could it be? So, I want you all to have a good Christmas. Have a happy New Year. I hope you kids get your presents from Santa Claus. I told you what I like to have for Christmas. That's how come I put my post office box in there, my PayPal account, and my Cash App. You know, that's how come I let you know that. But, you know, Christmas about giving from your heart. You give whatever you can without hurting you and your family. I cooked a ham in that new oven. It's in the ice box. All I have to do is put it in the microwave and heat it up. It's one of them gas top electric stoves. And my son almost burnt a pizza up. I told him, I said, when you get done cooking it and it's done, I said, drop the oven door down because that heat will cook it some more. And that's what I did on my ham. You know, just maybe a 1/16 of an inch. It's kind of a little bit overcooked. Well, the kitty cats will get that. They will get some ham tomorrow for Christmas. The outside cats will get ham for Christmas. I make sure my cats get Christmas stuff. Christmas only comes once a year. I gave them part of my balls, you know, Subway balls with the meatballs, pepperoni, pepper cheese, yellow peppers, this. I just gave maybe about 2 inches of it, threw it out there, and the kitty cats took off with it, and the other cats chased it. But I make sure they get the same food I get. I make sure they get fed first before I do. I know I got too many cats, but I live out in the country. You live out in the country, you're going to have mice and moles. They keep the mice population down. So I got to go take my medicine. It's around, I guess, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think my clock might be 3 or 4 minutes fast. I'm going to have to check and see what kind of battery it takes. I don't know if it takes double A's or 9 volt. So I've got to replace that because it came unplugged and it hooked it back up and it was dead. So it's probably time to replace the battery in my clock. But I hope everybody have a good Christmas. Check on your neighbors. Check on old people that you know. See if everything's okay with them. Take people some food. Like me, no kind of fish of any kind. I hate fish, salmon, liver. The kitty cats will get that. I like old good meatloaf. I miss my mom's dressing. I miss persimmon pudding. I miss my mom and dad at Christmas time. They mean a lot to me. 'Cause my a-hole brother don't give a crap about me. But God would take care of him the way he stole from me and Mom and Grandma. God would take care of him. Hey, United States Marine Corps, Paris Island, Camp Lejeune. I know the statute of limitations is probably up between 64 and 68. You probably missing some hand grenades or rifle, smoke grenades, the thing that goes onto your rifle. You probably missing one of those rifles. I know you're missing some hand grenades because my brother got quite a few of them. He got ammunition that came from Paris Island or Camp Lejeune. He got stuff that he brought back from Vietnam. I saw it with my own eyes. Up until my dad passed away, which was 92.
If the subject is located, do not detain or take into custody, rather assist him in Clark County Central Dispatch.
Yeah, I missed it. They put another dispatch out for Santa Claus. That'd be going on up until midnight, 1 o'clock. Kiddos, I know it's only around 7:30. You got to be in bed by 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I know California is 3 hours behind me. So you all kiddos,
We got no answer from 202 because you bring the key up.
you all gonna have to go to bed early because it's Christmas Eve. Because when you wake up about 8 o'clock, I know if you're anything like me when I was a kid, you'd be up before Mommy and Daddy get up. Don't open any of those presents because Mommy and Daddy will get on you. Plus, it'll make you on Santa Claus naughty list. So, kids, you all have a safe Christmas. If you're good, Santa Claus will come to you. If Mommy and Daddy's bad, they get a lump of coal. I had to throw it in. Kids, if you get a lump of coal in your sock, that means you was bad.
You guys are on same time here in the morning.
So I want you all to have a good Christmas. Nothing to be open tomorrow. You know, there'll be some gas stations, dollar stores that might be open. I know Walmart was crazy today. I mean, they had people in line waiting to check out. It was crazy. Why would you wait till the day before Christmas to go Christmas shopping? People, you got 11 months to do that in, to go Christmas shopping. You don't wait till the last day to go Christmas shopping. Like me, when my kids were growing up, I went in the summer, got what they want. Then I kept them over at my dad's house. You know, why would you wait till the last day? That's what you do when you go grocery shopping. You know, right now it's after 6 o'clock. Everything just closed. I say White Castle is probably closed. That's little square hamburgers with holes in them. I know Subway is closed, and your dollar stores is closed, your Dollar Tree. I said the JC stores is closed.
904.
So I want to thank you all for coming here tonight. I want to thank you all in India. Make me number one in the weeks. God bless you all. Hello, Kansas Cop Watch. How you doing? I bet you can get some good videos tonight where you're at, probably. People is crazy today Christmas shopping at Walmart. Man, that place was packed. You had, even the self-checkout lines was full. The cash register, they was full of people waiting the day before Christmas to go out. But I bet there will be some good videos for you tonight. And probably tomorrow night. 'Cause Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, you got all kinds of crazy people out there. Remember, people, New Year's Eve, as that drunk I told you about, they asked that drunk, are you going out drinking tonight? That drunk says, no, it's amateur night. So people, remember, New Year's Eve is amateur night. Because you got everybody that goes out New Year's Eve and don't never go out. So it's amateur night. So people, like New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, cops is going to be out. Hey, J.O. County, Kansas Cop Watch, on your scanner, where you at down there, do they put out a dispatch on Santa Claus? Maybe being drunk, no driver's license, and, contact that DNR or conservation office. Do they ever put anything like that out during Christmas time? So far here, we had the DNR and Clark County Dispatch do it. So I want you all to have a good Christmas. Will I do something tomorrow? I don't know. It depends what God. Oh, that's bad.
100 mile marker, 100 mile marker.
The only way you could get around that, it depends if you got the money. If you can buy a police radio, that's the only way you can get around it. Unless somebody steals a police car with the radio in it, take it somewhere in a metal building, because they got GPS on them now, so they can get your radio. It's not encrypted here. Only certain channels are. But, that's waste of time. You know that the news media can hear what the police is doing. They can get encrypted radios because you cannot block the news media. That's the idea of them going encrypted, where the news media, Kansas Cop Watch, is why they encrypted, where people like you and me and other YouTube people, where they won't get in trouble. But there's people out there that can get you a police radio and got an old computer that can fix you up. But if you get caught with encrypted radio, I don't know if they can, I don't know. You just have to watch, since you're so close to cops sometimes they might put a walkie-talkie up on the hood of the car or lay it down, just walk over and sit down on it and turn it off. And you can get you one that way. Then you have to buy you a charger. But don't key it up. But see, but you keep doing the videos. But people, especially Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, especially New Year's, you people on YouTube in your state, your city, or county needs to be out videotaping, especially New Year's Eve. But make sure no alcohol with you in the vehicle, no drugs, because there will be roadblocks up. You can videotape it. So, people, I've been on here about an hour and 41 minutes. I want to wish you all over the planet a Merry Christmas. Just do your best, people. Don't give up what you're trying to be. There's always somebody out there that will help you.
The 100-mile marker on 64, observed for a gray 1999 Chrysler bearing Indiana 28, Charles Union Ida 335. Repeating, Charles Union Ida 335. Observed at a high rate of speed. If located, stop and advise. Floyd County Sheriff's Office, 1943.
See, Kansas, that's Floyd County, Indiana.
Was it transferred from another agency? Was it involved in something?
It's in New Albany.
Affirmative. It originated in Spencer County. Harrison is trying to figure out more information to pass along. Vehicle is possibly entered as stolen, however, not hitting an NCIC IDEX.
Hello, Miss Joanne.
Ten-four.
Merry Christmas,
pass on
my
any information,
friend.
just advise if there was any kind of pursuit or anything like that.
22 clear.
It's up around Interstate 64. That's where Harrison County and Crawford County is.
But it doesn't make sense because it hit the Floyd County camera.
4550.
So, I hope everybody has a good Christmas.
Okay.
Joanne, as you know, I'm bored.
Through Spencer County.
So, everybody have company.
Clear, 36 clear.
My company for
31,
Christmas
set up on the
will
bridge.
be here on
122.
YouTube. Got no girlfriends. I got no money. I got no Christmas presents. Your people here on YouTube is my Christmas people.
2237. You put that
I don't
vehicle
know
description
what
out one more time.
time I will get on here tomorrow. It'll probably be
Going to be a gray
after
1999
5 o'clock
Chrysler.
in the
The gray
afternoon.
1999 Chrysler bearing Indiana 28, Charles Union Ida 335. Charles Union Ida 335.
She said he's at the 102, but it doesn't make sense because he had the Floyd County camera.
But, Christmas is a lonely time.
Did somebody do an all search on clock to see if it hit
Christmas is a sad time. People lost loved ones at Christmas time, or they don't have their family members with them at Christmas time. They're sad at this time of year. That's me, people. I'm sad at Christmas time.
One vehicle accident into the ditch across from Circle K, State Road 64 in West Enable.
And because my mother and dad's not here. And I got a birthday in about 3 days. You know, it'd be on the weekend.
But I'll just divert to that crash for now.
I will do a birthday live stream, which would be, I think, Saturday. But people, that'd be nice if I had a computer. I could be sitting in my chair. I could be sitting up. When I get off of here, I get up, walk around, which you know my nose is stopped up. Go to the head. Military knows what the head means.
4556.
So, I hope you all get what you want for Christmas.
They do have several units in the area.
And Pauline, if you're on here, I know you all was off work today. And Pauline, Mama Blackie passed away Friday. I think she got a hold of some kind of poison either where you used to live or the house next to you. I wouldn't think the junkyard would have poison over there. But Paula, I also let Mama come in. Started out 15, 20 minutes, then 30 minutes, then 45 minutes, and I put her out. Then she stays in all night. The first night she stayed in, I had to clean the mess up. But I picked it up, put it in the cat box, showed her where the cat box is, which I did show her when I let her come in. Then I give her some special food in the morning time. Then I let her go out. She eats with her daughters and grandkids, but she won't do that no more. You know, Mama was her own cat.
St. John's Road.
She'll let you pet her, not pick her up. She spent more time over. She would let me pick her up, put her on the hood of my car, or pick her up, put her in the chair. But as far as holding her in my lap, no, she wouldn't do that. But since I let Mama Blackie come in, I could pet her, get my brush and brush her. She got cat treats. She got tuna fish, sardine, canned cat food. But she was gone for 2 days. When she came here last Thursday, she came wobbling into the house like she was drunk. But I did feed her. She did eat. But she died Friday morning. But I did up all night to check on her and put my hand on her belly, see if she's still breathing. Then she was still breathing, and a couple of hours later she stopped breathing. And I usually let them get, like frozen. That way I know she's dead. That way I had to hold Doug big enough, deep enough, put her in some bags, sprinkle some lime on top of that, and bury her, pack it down, and throw some more lime dust on it, then pack it down. But Mama Blackie, people, she was a good mother cat. She brought 4 of her daughters over here 2 years ago. Because every time she crossed the roads with some babies, they would get run over. But I sit there and talk to Mama Blackie. Maybe she did understand me. Or God told her, said, leave your babies over there, they will live.
Coming up on him now.
That's what happened. Mama Blackie would stay here. She take care of her grandbabies. She even feed her grandbabies. She gave them a bath. She go out and catch them some field mice to teach those babies how to hunt for field mice. She did that. Every mother cat is different outside. I still got this ladder you saw out there by my front porch. Couple of those tomcats would get up on the roof and sleep. I don't know if it's warm up there or not, but I guess during the day when the sun's out, maybe it's a little warm.
What was the cross street?
Naval.
But I want to thank you all for a good Christmas.
Is that right?
I know this is Christmas Eve. It's a lonely time for people, Christmas Eve. Mom almost been dead about, I guess she's been dead 8 years.
So Weber, W-E-B-R.
Dad died in 92.
Middle J. John. Date was 2006.
So
0105.
it's lonely. And these kitty cats knows when I'm not feeling good. So I want to say goodbye. I'll be on here sometime tomorrow. Merry Christmas. Hope Santa Claus bring you what you want. I love you all. God bless you all.